All
right, Lamar, who's MVP this year?
I'm either going Tatum or Durant, just because they both are liable to drop 30 plus on you at any time, and both are putting the effort on the other end of the floor playing defense. I mean, I can't 100% choose, but I would leave it between them two.
Give me 1, 2, and 3.
Tatum, Durant, Jokic, Luka.
So, all right. So, what's your criteria? Everybody got their own criteria. Let me hear yours.
Well, obviously, the numbers got to be there for you as an individual, but your team got to be winning too. If your team ain't in conversation as in being one of the top 5 teams in either conference, I can't take it serious because you just patting stats on a 500 less average team. Like, I never understood how people get love for MVP talks just because you averaging a triple double, but your team ain't even nowhere close to contention or being one of the best. I never understood that.
See how they do it. They explain it away and be like, "Oh, the only reason why his team is 15, playing 500 ball is because he don't have help."
Nah, because I especially with Luka, and reason why I had him last is because my thing is he's had help before, even when Kristaps was there. And I know the knock was on Kristaps is he can't stay healthy. Okay, so he played 57 and 43 games for 2 years in a row, averaging 20 points and damn near 10 and 9 rebounds a game. Mm-hmm. So let's not act like you ain't had help. Come on, right. 20 and 10, 20 and 9 is pretty damn helpful. I don't care what
he had Bronson and Porzingis together.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So you saw how Bronson been doing this thing, and then if you can get Tim Hardaway Jr. on a consistent basis of his average and being on a consistent play, I mean, it's not like the man ain't had no help. Come on now. We have to let the dude is playing for. That's what I'm saying.
And look at what Porzingis and Bronson is doing right now for the Wizards.
Away from him. That's what I'm saying. So come on, don't act like the talent wasn't there.
Yeah.
It's the system, just like you said, and I agree with both you and Corey. That's not coming from Jason Kidd because we know what game Jason Kidd played. We saw him play basketball.
Yeah.
What you got your team doing is not the basketball you played.
Yeah.
Jason Kidd, we know that. We ain't stupid.
You see how Rick Carlisle got Indiana playing right now?
Come on, man. Rick Carlisle saw the writings on the wall and said, "Man, give me a body, yo."
Yeah.
Do you blame him?
Corey, who's your 1, 2, and 3 for MVP? And then what's your criteria?
Durant, Luka, Tatum.
What's your criteria? Because I ain't got Luka in my top 3 right now.
Well, of course you don't, because you don't like.
Put Jokic in front of him.
I'll tell you who I got. But I will say that Luka is on the radar now that they're winning. He wasn't on the radar when it was at 500 or below.
Okay.
All right. What's your criteria?
You got to be the best overall player in the league.
What does best overall mean? That's got to have a definition. Like put it this way: if the NBA said, "All right, we want to have a criteria in black and white on paper on these awards," and they said, "Corey, I want to put you in charge of writing what the criteria is for MVP."
That's never
so that way they can sit and follow it like a sailor the quarter board and be like, "All right, checking the box, checking the box, checking the box." Make it dummified for the voters. I'm just hypothetically speaking. If you could make the criteria for the NBA, what would it be?
I can't go with a hypothetical. I mean, it's gonna be the best player in the league. That's what it's gonna be.
Every year, the best player in the league is MVP. Yeah. That's tough, Corey.
It's really not
tough.
It's really not.
It don't mean nothing at that point.
It's also gonna come down to who gets the publicity, and you know who's getting the publicity.
Hey, now he come in with feedback in the background with 17 TVs on. Good Lord, man. All right, what's up, Chris?
How about now? Is it straight now?
Not quite, but we go roll with it, man. Who's your MVP and what's your? Hold on. We still listen to Corey. Corey, give me a criteria, baby. Come on now. Give me a criteria. Oh, Corey done froze up.
Oh, he done froze with that Kool-Aid grin on his face.
Yeah.
He must have been looking at some more smutty pics, man.
Corey, what's your criteria for MVP, man?
I'm not. Can you?
Corey, you got to fix your internet. I'm gonna go to Chris. Chris,
Yeah.
1, 2, and 3 MVP, and what's your criteria?
1, 2, and 3 MVP. All right,
I'm
so
gonna do it.
Stop. Go ahead, Chris.
1, 2, and 3. I got Kevin Durant number 1. I have Jason Tatum number 2, and at number 3, I got Zion.
Take cough medicine.
You got Zion number 3.
I got Zion number 3 right now.
Oh,
That's interesting. That's a wild card. Zion's playing unbelievable, but didn't he miss did he miss the first 8, 9, 10 games?
No, I don't think he missed that many. I think he only missed maybe like 5 or 6.
The first 5 or 6.
Not even the first 5 or 6. He started the season and then had a slight injury, and then rehab that, came back, and then been balling.
I'm about to look it up real quick.
we're in New
All
Orleans.
right, so go ahead. What's your criteria? What's your criteria though?
Team success obviously is you can't have an MVP on an 8 seed or somebody who's not even in a playoff. If the playoffs were to end today, they're on the outside looking in. You can't have somebody and on that moment, right?
Okay.
Also, you also have to look at stats, like personal stats, because you can't have an MVP who's not putting up MVP numbers.
What are MVP numbers?
Points per game, field goal percentage, efficiency on the court, plus minus, rebounds, assists, how you are on defense, if you are balanced or if you just mostly scoring, or you got to be a balanced player. MVP is most valuable, which means you have to be valuable on both sides of the ball.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah. Y'all been watching my videos. Chris been watching my videos, man.
Sounds great. That sounds great.
That's a good criteria. I like it.
Hey, Corey, if you calling me Shannon,
And for real, I mean, he just came in and was just like super Shannon.
Hey,
you got hopping Bob like a mug right there, dog. If you calling me Shannon,
he's in that square. Excuse me, he's in that square right there. There he is, right there.
I mean, is that not good criteria for?
Tell him about the jump shot, boss.
Most of it is good. I like it.
How many? I mean, dude, there's been so many MVPs in the last 10 years that don't play defense. Not all of a sudden you change the name of the trophy, you're gonna change it to where you got to play defense.
Yes, because it's named after Michael Jeffrey Jordan now. So you got to fit that bill, man. Like that's the bar. The bar for MVP was raised this high.
Okay.
All right, and then when Steve Nash got it, they lowered it and said, you know what? You don't have to play defense.
No, they lowered it when they gave it to James Harden.
Nash got it before Harden.
I didn't know that, but Steve Nash was getting away. James Harden would go sit by the scores table when
Okay, yeah, but Steve Nash getting in the way was the exact same results as James Harden going to sit on the table.
Absolutely not.
Oh yes, it was.
And James Harden is big enough to play defense too.
I just seen that comment. Lamar.
Okay, I see it. You said they reported cardiac arrest.
Yeah, ESPN just came over my live.
Yeah, they did. It just came across my phone too.
No other updates though.
He's still in critical condition, but the heartbeat has been restored. Is what they said. So
okay,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, but what was I saying? Zion played 28 games so far out of like 35.
Out of
he missed
37.
37. Yeah. So he missed about 9 games. Yeah, so I was absolutely right when I said 9. But Corey, the bar was lowered with Steve Nash, and then Dirk got one. But Dirk played defense. He just was slow, had slow feet.
He was slow
right?
to keep it.
And he had to be. He came in the era where power forward was golden, Garnett's, Malone's, Barkley's, even people like LaFonso Ellis. Dice was bad at power. I mean, Chris Webber. power forward was stacked. Rasheed Wallace.
Hey, did you really just dig in your bag and say LaFonso Ellis? Oh my
God! Yeah. He was a monster.
That's what I'm saying.
You had to defend that power forward, and Dirk survived in the era. So I'm not even gonna put the Dirk in that Steve Nash category, but Steve Nash lowered the bar. That allowed someone like Harden and Westbrook to get those MVPs with just numbers, and then MVP just got destroyed, and it don't even mean that. It can be a different criteria every year. Now with naming Michael Jordan the MVP trophy, that gives you some type of standard.
You think? I can't agree with you. Hell no. You think changing the name of the trophy is going to change the?
No, I'm saying
it's just not changing. It's just
I'm saying no. Listen, you asked the question. Hold on, you asked the question. I'm saying the opportunity is there since they changed it, and they should raise the bar.
Great cleanups, but it's not gonna work. It's not.
Corey, I'm not debating you if it's gonna work. I'm telling you what they should do. I'm not telling you it's gonna work.
I'm telling you that it's not gonna happen.
Well, that's my criteria. My criteria.
Okay, MWA. We've talked about this already.
My criteria is based on Michael Jordan and the trophy being named after him, and I can show you what Michael Jordan was all about in his first MVP season all the way to his last MVP season, right?
In the perfect world, you are absolutely right, man. But we said this a million times on your show, my show, WWE, NFL, NBA is creeping up there with them.
They've been up there.
You said, hey, no, absolutely not. And I know you. And you put the WWE over the NFL. Come on, man. You're talking about a $27 billion corporation. There's no. Business than the NFL.
I'm not talking money wise. I'm talking about what they're trying to do, as in their objective is to entertain.
Oh yes, of course.
We're talking about predetermination. We're talking about scripts. Not to the WWE's caliber, but as far as like, look, man, we're gonna facilitate certain things to happen in certain ways because it's better for our money.
Yeah,
and it's real good for Luka to get MVP. They've been trying it for 3 straight years. He just can't close the deal.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you, yes, he can.
Because he can't sustain it. He can't sustain those numbers over 82 games.
I'm gonna tell you why Luka don't get superstar fouls. He don't get none of that. You know why? He talk too much.
No, he definitely does get superstar foul. The game tonight. Hold on. The game tonight. The Rockets and that small young ball club had them blowed out. I sat and watched the third quarter, and I'm not watching it. I'm driving on the highway, so I'm listening to it. So I didn't get to see how it looked. But every time Luka came down, if he didn't get a clean shot, he got to the free throw line.
Okay,
and they nickel and dimed them back into the game.
Okay,
so when it got to the fourth quarter, they was on down 4.
Rockets though. I'm talking about, let's say, take for instance, you go into the series last year with Golden State. Luka didn't get no calls
against Golden State. Of course not.
He didn't get no calls. Kristen, don't sit over there with your face smeared up like that, like he did. Because if he got some calls, the games would have been closer. They got blown out in every game they played.
Ain't had nothing to do with no calls, man. Sometimes you can't give enough calls when the team is just that outmatched. If Golden State not missing no shot,
Luka was getting treated like a stepchild. Is what he was doing. He looked slow and fat. Is what he looked.
Yeah, because he had somebody like Wiggins guarding him. And he couldn't do nothing with that man.
Yeah, but superstar calls, if Wiggins blow on him, it's a foul. That did not happen. Cool. Steph Curry go to the hole and somebody stick their finger out at him, he getting the call. Luka run his mouth too much. It pissed people off. You can tell, you look at the referees, they be mad as hell because he crying every single time down the court. If his shot don't fall, he's crying.
Luka definitely cries a lot. But he's definitely getting the hands off the merchandise treatment.
Yeah,
unless it's against a team who has another player who's getting the hands off merchandise treatment, like Steph Curry. Like it was Man, it was like the red carpet was rolled out for the Warriors to win that championship. Whatever reasoning, it is what it is. But it just wasn't Luka's time. You gotta wait your time. But he definitely gets the calls.
Yeah, against the Houston Rockets. You're right. He does.
Yeah. It don't matter who you getting against, you getting it.
Mm-hmm.
VIP, baby, straight to the MVP, baby.
That's like getting
they trying it.
That's like getting the
they trying it. It ain't gonna work again. It ain't gonna work again.
At the what ain't gonna work again?
He ain't gonna. This is the third year in a row they tried to give him MVP. He not gonna get it.
Yeah.
How?
You know what's sad? You know what's sad? KD not gonna get it either.
No.
Well, we know why KD ain't gonna get it.
No, he won't get it.
It's so sad that he's having the best season of his career. The best season of his career. And you think back to the Golden State years, the late OKC years, and this is the best season of his career. And he won't get MVP this year.
Nope. His MVP days are over, but I mean he can at least try to get a ring. I mean that's gonna be hard too, because like I said,
boys out there balling something crazy.
They look like the best team in the league right now. They look like what Golden State's supposed to look like.
12 straight and convincingly 12 straight.
Yeah, KD ain't even played the fourth quarter tonight or the last game against